Hi everyone, it's Miss Elise from the Morristown and Morris Township Library, and I'm here to give you a little bit of an update on my deck garden, which I started with my family about, I want to say like a month and a half ago maybe. A lot has happened since then. Obviously we had one unfortunate plant dying, but we've actually gotten a lot of growth in all of the plants since, so I'm really excited to share that with you. So let's hop right in on what the plants look like now. So first off, we have the tomato tumbler plants. These have grown significantly since you last saw them in April. They have grown into kind of a bush shape, but they're going to continue to grow up the trellis and gain more fruit that way. As you can see, the little yellow flowers is actually where the tomato plant is going to grow from. That's how it produces its fruit. So they're going to come from there, and as you can see, we're probably going to get quite a bit, which is really nice. Because we love tomatoes in my house. Next on the list we got the spinach plant. The spinach plant has actually done increasingly well, and it's probably time for us to harvest it, because you can see the bottom leaves are starting to separate from the taller leaves at the top. The spinach is really dark, it's really leafy, it looks really good, and can't wait to eat it in some salads and sandwiches. The eggplant. The eggplant has gotten really big. We were actually really scared early on because we had a big frost right after we had planted all of these plants, and we were really worried that this and the tomatoes were going to die because they're really fragile plants. They don't grow in colder weather. And we were really worried that we were going to lose it because it was starting to deteriorate a little bit. You could see some browning on the leaves, but luckily it pulled through and it looks absolutely fantastic. It's grown really huge. The leaves are great, and it's going to continue to grow up the trellis and hopefully produce some eggplant for us. Next we have the blueberry bush, which looks fantastic. This isn't actually going to be fully ready until about August, or end of July, August, because that's when blueberries are in season. But as you can see the beginnings of the blueberries starting to develop now. This will continue to grow further along in the summer, and hopefully produce a bunch of blueberries come August, and they're gonna be absolutely delicious, I can already tell. And then we have the larger earth box that was right next to the tomatoes. We had the cucumber, the strawberry plants, the bell pepper, and snap peas. Unfortunately, the cucumber plant did not survive, which is really sad, but it's okay because we've been getting a bunch of strawberry plants strawberries since the beginning of June and the end of May, as you can see here. They're delicious. They're not incredibly big, but they're really sweet. They're really delicious. They're really red and juicy, and we've only been getting like a couple so far, unfortunately, so hopefully the more towards the end of June we get, the more strawberries we're going to have. As you can see here, we have a few more growing in on this plant. They grow from a flower, or a white flower, from the middle out, which is an interesting way for them to grow. It's really fascinating to look at. Then we have the bell pepper. As you can see here, it hasn't really grown too much in terms of leaves and stem, but the buds are starting to pop up on the center outside, so that's really cool. Can't wait for that, see more growth from that. And the snap peas have grown significantly. It's actually wound itself up the trellis and onto the third strawberry plant in our trellis, so oops. But the snap peas are looking really great. You can already see growth on a couple of these here. They're really small so far, but I have hope that they're going to continue to grow and get bigger and be absolutely delicious. So you can see they kind of develop from this white flower, same as the strawberries, and kind of grows outward, like so, which is really interesting to see that process. But yeah, those are all of the plant updates so far. I really hope you enjoyed seeing some of the plant updates. It's been really fun watching them grow as well, and I hope if you did plant a garden that some of your vegetables or plants are also growing really, really, really well, and the weather has only been helping them even more so, which is great, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. Sorry it's not a bit of a crafty week, but I have more crafts to come, so do not worry. I hope you enjoyed listening in on my progress with my garden. I will update you again if we get more produce, but otherwise I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.